Hello, and thanks for joining us for this edition of Community Crossroads. I'm Jasmine Haynes. Is your healthcare information secure? Well, this is one of the many questions that will be addressed at an upcoming seminar hosted by Citizens Medical Center. And joining me now to talk more about this informative seminar is Susan Morrison, the CME coordinator at Citizens Medical Center. Thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having us this morning.
And so tell us, what is this seminar all about?
Well, the seminar is about how do I know if my healthcare information is safe. We hear things about breaches on the news all the time, and Sarah Fontenot is the speaker, and she'll be here on Thursday, May 28th at 6 p.m. It'll be in the central classroom of Citizens Medical Center. No fee, it's free to the public. This will be the third time that Sarah's been back. Now, she's a nurse and she's also a healthcare attorney, and she teaches health law at Trinity University. And she'll be there to present information about what laws are in place, what hospitals, doctors, and other healthcare providers do to keep your information safe, and what we can do to keep our information safe. One of the things I've learned in preparing for this is that your healthcare information has more value on the black market than your social security number, your credit card numbers, your banking information. And some people have found out that theirs has been stolen only when they've gone in and found out that their benefits have been used.
Oh, wow.
So she's going to talk about some of those things. She will talk about HIPAA and the High-Tech Act and lots of other acronyms. I'd love to be one of the people who thinks up the acronyms and the words that go with those. But HIPAA was put in place. It's for privacy and security. And what it's called is Protected Health Information, PHI. And it's to make sure that our information is protected and secure, and there are penalties if that's not taken care of, but also to make sure that the information gets from one physician to another physician, to a hospital, to a nursing home, to a therapist. So we can share information among appropriate entities, but we have to protect it at the same time.
And so, of course, in this digital age, I'm sure that has opened up just, you know, a can of worms when it comes to trying to maintain security with our health information. And that's one of the areas that will be discussed.
Yes, absolutely. And our head of our Health Information Management Department and the head of our IT department will also be there. And they've communicated with Sarah, so she's aware of what's done here, but she also brings the state and national scope.
Wonderful.
What she'll be discussing.
Wonderful. And so, again, she is very informed, a very talented woman. She knows her stuff.
She does know her stuff.
And she's coming to the Crossroads to share her information with us. Again, you mentioned something I've never known. Did not realize people could actually steal other folks' insurance to use their benefits.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
So
I learn something new every day.
Well, Sarah teaches, like I say, she's up on the latest. She is also one of the experts for the Texas Medical Association. She does speaking for them. And so she's very engaging and very fluent in the language, but is very down to earth. She makes it understandable for anybody who wants to come. And I think we all want to know how to take care of ourselves, and we want to protect our healthcare information as well.
Yes, and so really quickly, let the Crossroads know again when it will take place, what time and where.
It is Thursday, May 28th at 6 p.m. in the central classroom of Citizens Medical Center, and there's no charge. We hope we have a big crowd. They can call 572-5064 to register.
Wonderful, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you for helping us get the word out about this program.
Our pleasure. And stay with us. More Community Crossroads after the break. Welcome back to Community Crossroads. I'm Jasmine Haynes, and joining me now is Mark Hinojosa, the Executive Director of Boys and Girls Club of Victoria, and he's here to tell us about a fun carnival of sorts and a special fundraiser, all benefiting the Boys and Girls Club of Victoria. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So first, let's talk about this carnival of sorts. Tell us, what is it all about?
It's really going to be like a fundraiser kickoff for the weekend, and it starts on Friday, May the 29th, and it's going to be called the first annual Family Club Fest, and it's going to run from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. there at the club. Wonderful.
And so tell us, who is it all geared towards? Just children, families, anyone can attend?
This will be for families. Yeah, this will be a family-oriented event. There'll be all kind of inflatable activities for the kids. There'll be some games. There'll be plenty of food, and concessions and things like that. So plenty for the family to do. So
wonderful. And so there will be a bouncer
oh yeah,
available
there'll
for
be plenty of them.
Yeah. So that the bouncer always attracts the young kids.
That's correct.
And the older ones try to sneak in there and have fun, right? So it's just a day to just enjoy families and have something to do, family gathering, and also for a great cause.
That's correct. Right.
And so, of course, what time will that take place again?
That's from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
5 to 8, so 3 hours. Will it go over if need be, or?
Yeah, if need be, yes it will. But it'll be 3 hours of fun, guaranteed.
Wonderful. And so, what's the cost to attend?
The cost will be $5 for a wristband, and that'll all the attractions, and then it'll be 25 cents, I think, for all the little game activities.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's nothing that's high priced. It's just basically, we want the family to come out, gain some exposure for the club, and then also some exposure for Hopkins Park also.
Wonderful, wonderful. And so, of course, this is Friday, but then you all have another event that kicks off Saturday.
The second part of that fundraising event will be Saturday evening, it's starting at 5 p.m. And it's a reverse raffle with a grand prize of $10,000.
Wow.
Right. There's a limited number of tickets that are being sold. With those tickets, it admits 2 people in for all the food and drink, and the entertainment also involved. It's a real energetic evening. It's a lot of fun, and a lot of people that don't know how the reverse raffle concept works. It kind of works in a reverse fashion, to where you want to remain the last man standing, and hopefully gain in on that $10,000 prize and maybe benefit the club back.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a raffle that I think folks will stick around for.
That's correct. The whole concept behind this whole weekend is gaining more exposure for the club, because basically this weekend what we'll do is it'll kick off what we're calling a high energy campaign, and it'll be for funds to raise for the gymnasium renovations. We want to put in a new floor. We want to add some air. We want to climate control the gym. But most importantly, we want to create a teen center with a weight training facility.
Nice. And so, of course, for those who have heard of the Boys and Girls Club, because you hear about it, but tell folks kind of what you all do for the community.
Well, everything's based on a youth development strategy. We've got, licensed instructors that are there to kind of, during the after-school program, which we're kind of gearing down towards now, we realign with the ISD here, and we're basically there to act as a tutoring system for these kids that want to get their homework done. There's also life skills, there's a passport to manhood, for example, and a Smart Girls programs that not only teaches you that concept of, getting your schoolwork done, but also kind of the life skills, how, anything from hygiene to, proper etiquette.
Wonderful. And so, again, these events will take place next Friday, and then again on Saturday is the big kickoff for the capital campaign to get that gym and the youth center and all the other things that you all are needing to renovate for the Boys and Girls Club.
That's correct, and really remain true to our mission statement, which is, youth development strategy for kids ages 6 to 18.
Yes, and so, folks, let's invest back into our youth. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, and stay with us. I'll be back with more Community Crossroads after the break. Welcome back to Community Crossroads. I'm Jasmine Haynes, and summer is right around the corner, and that means the end of school is fast approaching, and keeping the kiddos busy and keeping their minds active in a positive way during the summer can often be a challenge. Well, the folks at the Museum of the Coastal Bend may have a great solution for parents and their children. Joining me now is Isabelle Van Dyke, the Curator of Education and Public Programs at the museum, and she's here to tell us about a camp they are hosting this summer called Texas Olympics. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
And so, of course, tell us, Isabelle, what is Texas Olympics all about? Sounds interesting.
I hope so. It's a summer day camp for kids ages 9 through 12 based on games and challenges inspired by Texas history.
And speaking of those games and challenges, you have some of the artifacts, some of the tools here that they'll actually be able to play with.
I do. This is an atlatl, which is an ancient hunting tool used by the indigenous peoples of Texas.
Nice.
Used to throw spears, so that's one of the games we'll be doing. It may look like just a stick, but it helps you throw a spear a lot harder, faster, and farther than you can just with your hands alone.
Yeah, and so of course that 9 to 12-year-old age group, they don't like to sit still.
No.
So you definitely have the mixture of the mental engagement and the physical engagement to keep them moving, active, and entertained, basically.
Yeah, we'll be doing different games where they can run around, be physical, like you say, and also challenges where they have to think about, how can I solve this problem? How can I make this work?
And as we talked about, you all holding camps, this isn't the first time, but talking about this particular topic is the first time. What made you all choose this topic?
I thought that games from history are just really interesting. We're going to be doing some games that early peoples here in our region played hundreds and thousands of years ago. I think to me that's really cool to see how history changes but also stays the same in many ways.
Yeah, and then of course when dealing with children, children naturally love to play. So why not teach them about history and culture through playing, which is what they understand best?
Exactly. I think it really speaks to the way that kids learn.
Yeah, exactly. And so, of course, for those who are interested, what is the cost for this camp?
It's $60 per camper, which covers the whole week, including a small snack every day.
Wonderful, wonderful. Can't go wrong with that food, fun, and entertainment, right? And so where can people go to sign up?
They can come to the museum or visit our website, museumofthecoastalbend.org/events for a registration form. Please fill that out by June 4th.
Yes, June 4th is the registration deadline. And so again, what are some of the other fun activities you all have planned?
We do monthly special events at the museum and a variety of different exhibits throughout the year. So check out our website for more details.
And so there's more camps to come as well?
Yes.
Yes, wonderful. And so is there any other thing that you would like to say to encourage parents to get their kids enrolled into this awesome camp?
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody loves throwing spears, so come and join us.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And stay with us. More Community Crossroads after the break. Welcome back to Community Crossroads. I'm Jasmine Haynes, and joining me now is Ingrid Junor and Tyree Post, also known as Bruce. You'll see why in a little bit. Two members of the Golden Crescent CASA Board of Directors, and they are here to tell us about an upcoming fun run for a great cause. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you for having us, Jasmine.
And I think, Tyree, they see why I said you're also known as Bruce today,
Yes,
right? Nice uniforms, by the way. Costumes, should I say. Yeah. Well, tell us about this fun run, Ingrid.
This is CASA's third annual fun run. It's a fundraiser, and it's also to bring awareness to CASA and our volunteers and what we do.
Wonderful. And so tell us a little bit about your organization and what you do for those who may not know.
Golden Crescent CASA, it's an organization, court-appointed special advocates for children, and it's mainly volunteer geared, generated for children who are abused and neglected.
Wonderful. Great to have such a resource out there for the Golden Crescent.
Yes.
And so tell us about this fun run, and when is it going on? And Bruce, I think Bruce knows that question.
It is Saturday, May 30th. Check-in is at 7:30. The 1K starts at 8 o'clock, and the 5K starts at 8:30.
Wonderful. And so where will it take place, Ingrid?
The Riverside Park in Victoria.
Okay.
And the 1K, let me specify, is for the children ages 10 and under.
Okay.
And we'll have a villain.
Oh.
A neat villain chasing them. So.
Oh, how cute, how cute. And so, of course, as you all are dressed in superhero themes here, it's a superhero theme for a reason. Why is that?
Well, every child needs a hero. Every abused and neglected child does need a superhero.
Yes.
So that's why we themed the superhero, and we are also having costume contests.
Nice.
And that's geared towards the regular superhero and those who are very creative in their costumes. So.
Nice. And so also to encourage folks to show up in their superhero costumes, right?
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
Please put the children in costume as well. We'll have these contests for them.
And so this is not only for children, but it's also for adults, for the whole community to come out.
The family, the community. We really we had 200 supporters last run, and we'd like to double that if possible.
Oh yeah, of course. I always like to do better than last year, right? Outdo your numbers. Wonderful. So where can folks go to register?
You can register at goldencrescentcasa.org.
Okay.
May 29th is the pre-registration. You can register the day of the race. $20 for adults, $10 for children 17 and under.
Wonderful. And I hear you all are giving away some freebies with registration.
Yes, we are. Casa t-shirts.
Okay.
And we'll also have Brother Moses emceeing.
Nice.
We'll have a DJ. We have water, and Starbucks is providing coffee. So please come out, join us, and be a superhero to a child.
Nice. And so, of course, no excuse for not showing up early in the morning, right?
No, we have that coffee, and we have water and fruit as well.
Nice, nice. And so, folks, you don't have to go at it alone. People can create and register with a team.
Yes, you can, and there is a discount for teams, schools, churches, organizations. Please come out in droves. Please, we need that. And we are also partnering with a few locals, Coles, and we've partnered with Faith Family Church Outreach to provide volunteers. We are still in need of volunteers day of, and any sponsorship possible. And if you aren't into running, please support anyone and sponsor someone to run.
Yes, and that's always an important thing. If you don't like to run, you still can donate and support in other ways. And of course, Bruce, I love your costume, buddy. I do. Bruce. You're getting us in the spirit here well in due time before the event. So I got to go get me some kind of costume.
Yes, please.
Well, thank you both for joining us. And again, Bruce, tell us really quickly, when will that be again?
It's May 30th, Saturday, May 30th. Registration at 7:30. The 1K starts at 8, and the 5K starts at 8:30.
Wonderful. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Thank you.
All right, and stay with us. More Community Crossroads coming up next. Welcome back to Community Crossroads. Joining me now is Executive Director of the Children's Discovery Museum of the Golden Crescent, Melissa Dixon, and Victoria Police Officer, Officer John Turner. They are both here to share with us information about Community Health and Safety Day coming to the Crossroads this summer. Thank you both for joining us.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, and thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. And so, you know, Melissa, tell us, what is this Health and Safety Day all about?
It is just going to be a fun kickoff to summer. It is the first week that kids are out of school, so this is just a fun event. Booths will be set up with area businesses that tell you all about the services they provide within the health field and within the safety field. So with a whole lot of fun components thrown in. So.
Yeah. And so tell us a little bit about some of these safety components with the police department, the fire department.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have everybody out there. Police, fire, EMS, Sheriff's Department's going to be out there. TxDOT's going to come out with their rollover convincer.
Nice.
And if you've not seen this, it's pretty convincing as to why you need to wear your safety belt.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and so that kind of ties right into Click It or Ticket campaign as well. So just a great opportunity to inform families in the community about health and safety. And so, of course, you're with the Children's Discovery Museum. So just talk about how you feel this is important for children to be educated on all these different areas.
It's very important, and it's something that we can't do alone. So that makes a great partnership right there. So another great service that's going to be there is child fingerprinting.
Oh,
right.
You know, so that's another great opportunity for families to come out and have that done.
Yeah.
So we are excited about this event.
And so explain with the child fingerprinting what all that entails and why that's such a great service to have.
I'll let you answer that.
Okay. Our Civilian Police Academy alumni volunteers will be out there doing child fingerprinting. Basically, you come out, it's free of charge, and it's like everything else. You can get your child fingerprinted. They will give you the card. Your children's information does not go anywhere. You get to take it home with you. And, you know, heaven forbid something should happen. We don't like to think about it, but if something should, you've got all your child's information there, including the fingerprints, available in an instant.
Wow, neat. And I think a lot of families don't get that done because maybe they don't even know that that option is out there, that that service is available. So that's nice that you all will have that at this event. So again, where will it take place, when, what time?
It is June 11th, is a Thursday, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it is in our future home parking lot, the former Playhouse Movie Theater at 1205 Sam Houston.
Wonderful. And so, of course, we were talking about the cost. It's no cost.
Right.
And in fact, to show up, there's some freebies. So
there are. For the first 200, there will be grab bags, and they'll have coupons and information of area businesses. So make sure you get there to grab one of those first 200 free bags. So.
Yes, 200. So hopefully the goal is to run out.
Right, exactly, exactly.
And I think you all will definitely be able to attract well more than 200 people. So tell us a little bit more about some of the activities that will be going on to attract the children, because of course parents might come out and enjoy, but you want to make sure your children are going to have fun.
Absolutely. So the museum will have a kids fun zone. Ziggy the Clown will be there with us, and some face painting, some juggling, some circus acts. There'll be superhero meet and greets, so you never know who's going to show up and where. So you got to make sure you find those superheroes. And one other thing we forgot to mention is the free vision screening will be available.
Wonderful.
So that's another great service that'll be offered. Chick-fil-A will be there with the cow, and they'll have coupons to hand out.
Oh,
so
nice.
Hopefully we'll have a few mascots running around there for the kids.
There you
go. Yeah. Keep them entertained, right?
That's
Keep them on their toes.
Right.
And so we discussed previously that this kind of just came about with just trying to fulfill a need. Tell us a little bit about that, Melissa.
Well, this is, we just kind of started visiting a little bit about the opportunity to do this, and the idea just kind of blossomed from there, and thought this would be a really great way, a great thing to provide for our community. So we're excited about it.
It seems to be getting bigger and bigger every day.
It does.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Nice, nice. And so again, I think it's also a great opportunity to let our enforcement, rather, can I get my words out today? Our enforcement officers and firemen interact with the children, so they don't see you all as you know, fear you guys, but recognize that you're there for the community.
Right. Building community relations, you know, starting from the ground up.
Yeah. So. Exactly. Wonderful. And so again, Melissa, just tell us how this kind of helps also to kind of kick off the summer for you.
It does. So this is, as we mentioned earlier, this is the first week that kids are out of school. So our summer camps begin the week following and will last all summer through August. So we hope you'll join us for that. And that's just another kickoff before those summer camps begin. So.
Wonderful. And thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
And more Community Crossroads next week. Thank you for joining us.